back to a new vlog. It is currently Wednesday the 19th, I believe. I'm not sure. But welcome to a new vlog. If you're new here, hi, welcome. My name is Jacqueline. I make new videos every week on a whole variety of stuff. Lifestyle, beauty, adventure, all sorts of fun stuff. And I upload every Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday. And I want to start this vlog off right here because I am making a healthy snack, healthier than like chips and stuff like that. So some of you might know that a while back, before I even started this YouTube channel, before I was in Washington, when I was still living in Philadelphia and Matt was going to school in Georgia, I went through some pretty bad stomach issue stuff, and I went through this whole journey. I cut out dairy and I cut out gluten, and I felt a lot better. And honestly, it was really easy to do it when I was living by myself because all I had to worry about was me. So I could buy whatever I wanted and have to worry about what Matt would eat or anything like that. And so it was really easy. And then coming out to Washington, I was still really good at first, and then slowly over the past few years, I've kind of been bad about it. I'm still really good about my dairy because the dairy is actually worse for me than gluten. So I still like really avoid dairy at all costs. Hi everyone, Future Jacqueline here. I just want to make a little comment before I get into what I'm about to say here, because it might be a little confusing, because I do go to a Tacoma food festival later in this vlog, and I eat gluten. And the thing is, there's different levels of like gluten tolerance, and then there's celiacs. So celiacs is like when you're actually allergic to gluten and you have like an allergic reaction, you can't eat it at all, it's really bad. I don't have celiacs. I have a very like low to medium form of gluten intolerance. Like I can eat some gluten. I couldn't stuff my face with like a whole pizza and be okay. But if I have like a little bit of bread here and there, I'm not horrible. I'll just kind of get bloated. My skin might break out a little bit, but I'm not gonna like get a migraine or hives or be physically ill if I eat just a little bit. I know there are people who are gluten intolerant who have like really severe reactions, but they're not celiacs either. So I just kind of wanted to explain that. It's like the difference between being lactose intolerant and being allergic to dairy, or you know what I mean? Something like that, where you have like a reaction to something, but you're not technically allergic. So I just want to make that clear before anyone like comes for me and is like, you're eating gluten. Yes, every once in a while I do eat gluten. I definitely feel better when I don't, but I do eat it every now and then, especially at things like street festivals or when we're traveling. Sometimes it's really hard to find things that are gluten-free. So yeah, that's kind of what my situation is. Everyone's situation with gluten is different, so don't judge me, okay? This is just my experience with it. So back to what I'm gonna say. If it's like baked into goods, like if a baked good's made with milk, that doesn't really bother me, but like cheese and like actual milk and real butter, ice cream, stuff like that, I completely avoid. I do not eat any of it. But the gluten I have been super bad with lately, and I've just noticed that I haven't been feeling the greatest. My stomach's been more bloated. My skin isn't quite as clear as it used to be. I've noticed my attitude kind of goes like this a lot, and I think that all has to do with my digestion. It does control a lot of your life. Your stomach and what happens on the inside definitely reflects what's happening on the outside. So I'm going to try to be better about this. Matt's super supportive about it. Like last night we made something with pasta. Instead of having normal pasta, he ate lentil pasta with me instead, and he actually didn't mind it. So I'm going to try to be a lot better about it. And so I figured I would start today. I'm going to make a healthy snack and resist the chips that are in the cabinet behind me. So I'm gonna make roasted chickpeas. I used to do this all the time in Philadelphia, and they're really good. So I'll show you how I make them. All right, so I just bought a can of chickpeas. They're also called garbanzo beans, if you did not know. So I just dumped them in here, rinsed them off really quick, and I'm going to dry them, and then I'll show you what I put on them. Okay, so the chickpeas are dried off in there. I'm gonna put a little bit of olive oil on it and a little bit of this barbecue rib rub, actually. So this makes it taste really good. There's nothing really crazy in here. It's quite a bit of sodium, but I'm not gonna use a full, I'm probably gonna use just a little bit of it. So yeah, the biggest thing in here is salt, which I don't eat a lot of salt normally, so it's not a big deal. So I'm gonna combine all those, and then I'm gonna pop them in our toaster oven. because I just spread them out all nice and evenly on this pan. I'm going to pop them in. We have this little toaster oven over here. So I'll pop them in over here, set it to bake. I'm gonna leave it on the highest temperature, and I'm just gonna put them on for like 30 minutes-ish, maybe 45, and I'll just come back and check on them every once in a while. They shouldn't take super long, but yeah, they're in, and I will show you when they're done. Okay, they've been in there for about 30 minutes. They smell done. Oh yeah. That's what they look like. They're nice and crispy. I'm gonna let them cool for a little bit, and then I'm going to taste test them. Alright, so here they are. I put just about half in a bowl. I'm gonna taste them. I already had one. I know they're really good. Yeah, these are so good. If you like barbecue flavors and like hummus, these are really good. They don't really taste a lot like hummus, but you kind of get that chickpea taste in there. But I'm just like a little bit of crunch. They're a little spicy, a little sweet, and they're like the perfect replacement for like chips. You just get a little bit more health benefits from them. Super good. I'm really happy I made them. I'm gonna eat these and then go do some other stuff. And I'll just continue to show you kind of how I'm getting back on track with my gut. So I want to check back in. I ended up eating that whole thing of chickpeas. The only problem with that snack is it's not super voluminous, so it doesn't fill up a lot of space in your stomach. It tastes really good, but it just doesn't fill you up as much. So I didn't eat it all in one serving, by the way. I had a few at like 1. I had like half at 1 and then half at, I don't know what time it is now, but 3. So it only filled me for like 2 hours. Also my period is coming, so that might be why I'm super hungry. Usually I could probably just eat half and I'd be okay. But anyway, it's still not super voluminous. So if you're looking for something to really fill you up for a long time, this might not be the snack for you. If you're just looking for something to like satisfy a craving, this is definitely the snack. So super good still, but just wanted to like update you a little bit on my snacking progress. Okay, one of my other favorite things to do when I'm trying to feel full and like, you know, get back on track is drink seltzer water. I know carbonation will obviously make you bloated, but it makes me feel a little bit fuller. I try to drink a lot of water normally, but every once in a while a nice like seltzer will just, you know, give me that little sweetness that I need and fill me up a little bit more. Yes, it will make you bloated, so if you like have a big event that day, probably don't drink it, but on a regular day, I like it. I know there's also some things about it ruining your teeth. I don't drink like 5 of these a day or anything, like maybe 1 a day, maybe. Even then, I don't drink them every day. And I brush my teeth and floss and do normal things like that, so I'm not super worried about it, but I love these too, so. Hi everybody, welcome to my Thursday. I was just about to heat up lunch before I head to the Humane Society because I volunteer today. And I wanted to share with you another one of my tips to get back on track with my gut. And that is I like to keep a food journal. I don't like to track my calories because I found that tracking my calories gave me a really unhealthy relationship with food and just like kind of messed with my mind a little bit. But tracking like what I'm actually eating and writing down like what I have for breakfast, what I have for lunch, that kind of stuff really helps me kind of like see what I'm eating and see like how much junk I'm consuming or how much veggies, all that kind of stuff. And when I first started this journey, like way back when I was still living in Philly, I'd actually write down the time I would eat, and then if my stomach was upset, I'd write down like that time and like what was going on with my stomach, like if I was feeling bloated, if I had to go to the bathroom, anything like that, I would write that down as well. And really gave me like a good visual to kind of see what was going on and what was happening after I ate certain things. And it was just a really easy, simple way to track like what was going on with my body. So I'll kind of show you. This is like my little journal guy. So I won't show you everything that's in it because some of it's like work and stuff. But so I just write down my food. I have like a little section for breakfast, lunch, dinner, snacks, and then I like to keep track of my water. I actually have drank water today. I just haven't written it down yet. But so you can see for breakfast, that's what I had. And it's just an easy way for me to kind of see exactly what I'm eating the day and making sure I'm having a balance of stuff as well. It's just not all protein. It's not all just veggies. I'm having a good variety of things. So that's just one of my little tips and how I like to do it. like I said, you can be like more intense with it and like write down like how your body feels after every meal and like times you eat and stuff. I kind of know what my body likes and doesn't like now, so I don't do that anymore. I just kind of write down what I'm eating. But yeah, it's a good way to kind of like stay in tune with your body. And for me, like I said, it doesn't give me an unhealthy relationship with food like counting calories does. So there you go. That's one of my other tips. Morning, everybody. It's Saturday. Matthew's here with me. He's driving, and we're heading to 2 different things. First, well, 3 technically. We're going to Starbucks first because Matt wants to go to this thing called Cars and Coffee as he speeds off. Cars and Coffee. It's basically a bunch of BMW nerds.
No, it's not just BMWs.
Okay.
It's all cars.
All cars.
It's just a car meetup and coffee.
I wish I had brought the lint roller with me. I'm like covered in lint. Anyway, like animal hair everywhere. So we're going to that first. Super exciting.
Don't be rude. We do things you like all the time.
I know. That's why I agreed to go with you. Jeez.
You're so sassy this morning. I gave you coffee and everything.
Okay, but it took you like 10 minutes to like agree to bring me coffee. So
maybe if you weren't so sassy.
Maybe you just brought me coffee. Anyway, and then we're going to Taste of Tacoma. We went last year. I'll leave that video up in the corner. And it was so much fun. So we're gonna go again this year. It doesn't start, it's 9:20 now. Cars and Coffee already started, right? Started at 9. So we're just gonna like roll in whenever we feel like it. And then Taste of Tacoma doesn't start till 11. And they're both kind of like down in the same area. They're both near Point Reston and like Point Defiance and stuff like that. So that's the game plan for the day. So we'll see you at Starbucks first, I guess.
I feel like we should go to a food truck. All of these last time were just like
They were like normal
carnival food.
Go towards the midway.
I thought he was talking about this.
Comfort food.
That's what we always need, huh? So this is our first stop. We're getting the egg rolls. Alright, so these are pork egg rolls with some sweet chili sauce. Those are really good. You want one? They're good, right? Yeah.
Mm-hmm. There's not like a good way to eat it.
So this is the Piggly's barbecue sandwich. So we ended up getting, there's like a taste it thing where you can pay $33. And you get the beer and wine tasting and the little beer garden thing. And then you get $4 or $5 little coupons for smaller size tastings of different things. So we ended up doing that. We just got one of them and we're sharing it. But this was our first stop on that little experience. This is our second stop. We're getting the lobster roll. Alright, change of plan. Alright, change of plans. They didn't have the lobster rolls, they were lobster nachos. And I can't have cheese. So we came to here to get a little mini bowl. I'm burning it. It looks so good. Yeah, you try it first.
It's got rice underneath it and everything too.
Good?
Mmm.
Really good?
Mm-hmm.
My turn. Do it.
It's really good, right?
It's really good. It's got like rice in there.
Yeah, we do.
Alright, so our first one's from Elysian. It was Super Fuzz, the blood orange pale ale.
That's good. Okay, I guess I'll stop and take some pictures.
Tasting number 4. It's a little too sweet for us, right?
Yep.
But it's still good, just a little sweet. What'd you get?
It's a Czech Pilsner.
Oh my god, I love Czech Pilsners. That's my favorite. So good, right? I can't.
That is really
I
good.
can only imagine. Oh,
You can hit.
Smell good?
You can hit a.
it tastes exactly like Prague. Exactly like it. Super happy.
Sweet and sour.
Okay.
Okay. Sorry.
Okay, this is our last thing. It's a scone with some strawberry jam. Super excited about it. These are like famous. This company's been around since like 1911. So, excited to try it. Alright everyone, I realized I never finished out this vlog. We ended up meeting up with some friends at the Taste of Tacoma, so I didn't really film anything else. And then yesterday we went car shopping because at least my car is almost up. Stuff like that, super boring. But I just want to close out this vlog here. Taste of Tacoma was so much fun if you were ever interested in going. It happens every year in Tacoma. Usually right around like towards the end of June. And it's super fun. Tons of great food, tons of good drinks. Like I said, I went to the one last year. I think I already left it up in the corner, but if not, I'll leave it up in the corner now. It's always super fun. And yeah, I think that's it for this vlog. This week we have a wedding to go to, so that's exciting. But I hope you guys enjoyed this vlog. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, all that fun stuff. And yeah, I think that's it for this video. So I'll see you in my next adventure. Bye.